Hello students. So students, in the previous class in this chapter, that is living things and their surrounding, we were talking about that of the living things and the habitat or the adaptation shown by that of the living things. So you see here students, in this chapter, what we have seen here that if we talk about that of the adaptation, so we have seen that basically the terrestrial habitat is classified into three, and in which we have already discussed about the desert habitat, that how a plant or a animal is able to live in the desert condition, in such an extreme condition, and what kind of an adaptation, what kind of a special features they possess, and due to which they are able to exist, or they are able to live in the desert area or desert place. Okay, so we have seen in the desert condition, and then we have started with that of the mountain region, that what are the different kind of situation is there in the mountain region, as well as how the plants they used to adapt themselves, they used to have that features, and due to which they are able to live in the mountain region and overcome the problem that occur during the in the mountain habitat. Okay, now we have seen in case of the plants. Now let us see that what kind of adaptation shown by the animals living in the mountain region. So we can write that adaptation in animals in mountain region. Okay, adaptation in animals in mountain region. Okay, mountain region or mountain habitat. So there are some of the animals which live in the mountain region. They used to show the adaptation in the mountain region. They used to show the habitat, having the habitat of a mountain. These include the yak is there, mountain goat is there, as well as snow leopard. Okay, so these are what? These are some of the animals who live in the mountain. Now let us see that what kind of a special feature, what kind of a adaptation they have developed in themselves, and due to which they are able to survive in this condition. Okay, now you see that the adaptation in some animals such as yak is there, mountain goat, yak is there, mountain goat, and snow leopard, which live in mountain region. Okay, which live in this mountain region. So let us start with that of the yak, that what kind of adaptation is there in the yak, and how a yak is able to live in the mountain region or show the mountain habitat. Okay. So you see here students, the condition is very cold, climate is cold, windy is there, means the wind blows, so obviously they have to protect themselves from cold. So the adaptation that is shown by the yak is that it is basically covered with that of the long silky hair, which help it to protect from the the cold, and keeping its body warm. So we can say that it is covered with long silky hair, covered with a long silky hair to protect them from cold by keeping their body warm. By keeping them warm. Okay, so the adaptation that is shown by the yak, okay, that it is having the long hair and this long silky hair help them to protect from cold because it covered the body, and obviously if it is a fur like a structure or a hair is there, so it will absolutely going to help them to protect them from cold, as well as it will make their body warm. So it also help in keeping the body warm. Next one is that what kind of adaptation shown by the mountain goat. So, adaptation in mountain goat. So, what kind of adaptation is there in the mountain goat? Now, let us see that what are the challenges a mountain goat have while living in their surrounding, in that habitat. So the first thing here that the temperature is very low, it means it is having cold climate, as well as they have to move over on the rock surface. So we can say that they have to run on the rocky slope of the mountain. So these are the two things which is you can say is a kind of a problem for a mountain goat to survive. And if a mountain goat is able to survive in the mountain habitat, so they have to overcome with this problem. So we can write it that the first thing here, the mountain has to live in the cold climate. Has mountain goat. Mountain goat has to live in a cold climate of mountains. Cold climate of mountains. So the first challenge is here that they have to live in the cold climate in mountain, as well as to run up the rocky slope of mountain. Rocky slope of the mountains. Especially why they used to run up for this, they used to do this for grazing, to obtain food. Okay, so they have to adapt themselves in such a way that they can live in the cold climate, as well as their body will be in such a condition, means having that features that it will be easy for them to move or to run on the rocky slope, so that they can get a sufficient amount of food. Okay, so these are the two challenges, these are the two things the mountain goat must overcome so that they can survive in the mountain habitat. So let us see that what are the things they have, what are the special features or adaptation is shown by the mountain goat to live in the mountain region here. So you see that a mountain goat is again like that of a yak. We have seen that they are having a long hair, so the mountain goat is also having the long hair, and due to which they are able to we can say they are able to survive, or this long hair will help them to protect from the cold climate. Okay. So the mountain goat is having long hair which helps them to protect, which helps it to protect from cold climate. Okay, so it will help them to protect it from cold climate, also keep it warm. Okay, so the mountain goat, the first thing that is having cold climate, so they used to overcome with this problem because of having the feature that is long hair. So this long hair will help them to keep their body warm, as it helps it to protect it from the cold climate. Okay, next one is that for run up on the rocky slope, so they are having strong hooves. So these hooves make them to move from one rock to the another rocky slope. Okay, so we can say that is they are having the strong hooves. So a mountain goat is having, a mountain goat has strong hooves. Strong hooves for running up, the rocky slope, for the rocky slopes of mountains, for grazing. Okay, so we can say that since they are consisting of this strong hooves, and this strong hooves will help them to jump from the one rock to the another rocky slope, and which help them to graze. Okay. Now, if we want to write the definition of the hooves, so hooves are actually the rough and the strong feet. Rough and hard feet. Rough and hard feet of an animal. Rough and hard feet of an animal. So you can see here, students. So what is a hoof? It is a rough and a hard feet is there. Okay. And this hoof is present. This strong hoof is consisting by that of the mountain goat, and which help them to move, which help them to run from one slope of the mountain to the another, and due to which it make them able to graze easily. Okay, so those two problems they have, they have to jump, they have to run from one rock to another, as well as they have to protect themselves from cold climate. So for cold climate, they are having long hair, which help in keeping their body warm and protecting them from the cold climate. And the second one is that they are having the strong hooves, which help them to run from one slope of the mountain to the another for grazing. Sorry. Then the next one, we are going to see the adaptation occur in the snow leopard. So we have seen the adaptation occur in that of the yak. In case of a yak, students, they are having the hair, long hair is present, and this long hair will help their body to protect from the cold climate and keeping the body warm. And if we talk adaptation in case of a mountain goat, so they are having hair as well as having hooves, due to which they are able to protect themselves or help them to survive in the mountain region. Now let us see the another one, that is adaptation occur in the snow leopard. Adaptation in snow leopard. Okay, now see here. So snow leopard is, the name itself explaining that it is a leopard where the temperature is low or where the snow is there. It means where the climate is very cold. So again they must have some features in their body due to which they can protect themselves from the cold climate. Okay, so snow leopard generally we are studying it in the mountain habitat because they used to live in the mountain region. Okay, so we can say that the snow leopard is present in the mountain region where snow is present. Mountain region where snow is present. And they have adapted themselves so that they can live in the cold climate. Okay, so they have adapted themselves in such a place that even though they are living in extremely low temperature or where snow is present, so extreme condition, so there also they are able to survive themselves. That is what the adaptation shown by that of the snow leopard. Now let us see that what kind of adaptation, what kind of special features they have, and due to which they are able to survive in such extreme cold condition also. So the first thing, I hope you all are knowing that since it is living in the condition where snow is present, so they are having fur. Okay, so the furs are fur or hair which help them to protect it from the cold climate. So the first one is they are having thick fur. The snow leopard has thick fur. Has thick fur on the body. What is the role of a fur, students? You know that in the cold climate we used to wear the woolen clothes, and the woolen clothes is what is a fur of the animals only. So you can understand that having hair or the fur on the body help the animals to protect themselves from the cold climate. So we can say that the snow leopard has a thick fur on its body. And this fur protects them. This fur protects them from cold and keep them warm. Okay, and also keep them warm. Now, when we talk about the fur here, students, so this fur is present all over the body, including that of the feet also. Okay, so it is present on their feet, means the fur is also present on their feet as well as on the toes. So it will help them to move easily on the snow, because you see that they used to move with the help of their feet and toes. So if the feet and toes is also covered with the fur, so it will going to help them to move easily on the snow. Okay, so we can say that the snow leopard has also fur on its toes and feet. Toes and feet. This protects its feet from cold when it walks. Okay, when it walks on the snow. So this is the first thing, that they used to protect themselves from the snow, from this extreme condition, because of the presence of the fur on their body. So this fur will help their body to protect them. They keep the body warm, and the fur is also present on the toes, on the feet, and due to which it will help them that of the snow leopard to walk easily on the snow. Okay, so we can say having thick fur on the body, on the toes and the feet will help them to survive easily in the extreme cold condition. Now, not only this, student, but they are having the thick layer of fat beneath their body, which also help in the insulation, which also act as an insulation. So having a lot of fat in the body will it will also make a cover, you can say. It also insulate the body from that of the cold climate. Okay. So we can say that the snow leopard is having a thick layer of fat beneath its body. The snow leopard is having a thick layer of fat beneath its skin. And that is for insulation. Which help it to protect from cold. So you see, student, that the snow leopard is also having a thick layer of fat. This thick layer of a fat is present inside the body and it acts as an insulator. What is the meaning of an insulation here? Means the thing which do not allow heat, which do not allow anything to pass through it. So it do not allow the heat to go outside. Okay. So we can say that having a layer of a fat, like if suppose means you are wearing a sweater, so a heat generated in your body inside the sweater, so that sweater is not allowing that of the heat to come outside. The same thing happened like you. So there is a layer of a fat. This layer of the fat the heat which is present inside the body, it do not allow the heat to come outside. This is the basic function, and that is why here it is written that a thick layer of a fat is there which is present beneath its skin. Beneath means inside the skin. Okay, and it is there to insulate. It is act as an insulator. It do not allow the heat to come outside. And when the heat will not going to go outside, it will present inside. So ultimately, it will help in protecting the body from cold. Okay, so keeping the body warm and protecting the body from cold. This is the role of the fat, the thick layer of the fat which is present beneath the skin. So that is why it is said that it acts as a insulator which helps it to protect from the cold. Next one is, that is, the snow leopard has a rounded body. Okay. So it is having a rounded body and the earlobes are small, and due to which small surface area is present, and this reduces the surface area to the minimum. And when the surface area of the body is minimum, so less loss of heat also occur. Okay, you know that more the surface area, more will be the loss of the heat. Okay, so here we will say that less loss of the heat occur due to the rounded body and the small ear is present there. So we can write it that the snow leopard has a rounded body. It is having a rounded body and small ears. Okay, it is having a rounded body and small ears to keep the body surface, area to minimum. Thus, less surface area reduces the heat loss from the body. Of the snow leopard. Okay, so less surface area will be there, less loss of heat will also be there. Finally, students, that they are having a big feet. Okay, so this big feet, it spreads the weight on the snow, and due to which they do not sink, you can say, or they do not sink. The body of the snow leopard do not sink on the soft snow. So while moving, it will help them to move easily if the surface area of the feet is more. So if large feet is there, so weight will also be spread over the surface area. So we will write the next one, that is the last one. Next is, that is, the snow leopard has large feet. They are having large feet or big feet to spread the weight on snow. The weight on snow, and also help in prevent it sinking into the soft snow. Okay, so we can say that the snow leopard, it is having the large feet, and due to which the weight of the body gets spread over, and there will be the less chance, or it will help in preventing the sinking of the body on the soft snow. Okay.